Hello, hello, hello! Mega love shout out to all the subscribers and followers of this channel, and especially to my students and their parents, and to all my teammates. Mega love shout out sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa patuloy niyo pagsubaybay ng channel na ito. And before anything else, if you are new to my channel, please one, subscribe, two, like, share. Don't forget to ring the bell buttons for the next notification. 3. Like. Leave a comment. Subscribe. 4. Subscribe. Alright. Our lesson for today is the nature of data. And this will be explained in Filipino and English. Okay, so we are referring to statistical data. A collection of A collection of data that are relevant to the problem being studied is commonly the most difficult, expensive, and time-consuming part of the entire research project. Now, ano naman yan kanalaman yan sa inyo dahil grade 7 pa lang kayo? Importante na ngayon pa lang alam niyo na yan, no? Statistical data are usually obtained by counting or measuring items. So we have primary data that these are collected specifically for the analysis desired, and secondary data have already been compiled and are available for statistical analysis. So we will study more about primary and secondary data on the next video. Then a variable is an item of interest that can take on many different numerical values. A constant has a fixed numerical value. Alright, so statistical data are usually obtained by counting or measuring items. Most data can be put into the following categories. So we have qualitative or data that are measurements or data are measurements that it's filled into one of several categories. Hair, color, ethnic groups, and other attributes of the population, that's qualitative. Quantitative data or observations are measured on numerical scale, such as distance traveled to college, number of children in a family, and etc. Now, let's talk about more about qualitative data. Qualitative data are generally described by words or letters. They are not as widely used as quantitative data because many numerical techniques do not apply to the qualitative data. For example, it does not make sense to find an average hair color or blood type, diba? So, no sense, no? Okay, next, we have our qualitative data can be separated into two subgroups, like dichotomic or dichotomic, if it takes the form of the word with two options like gender, such as male or female. So that means dichotomic, no? But for now, when we talk about gender, it's not only about male or females, no? And then polynomic, if it takes from the form of a word with more than two options, such as education. Or in education, we have primary school, secondary school, and university. That's polynomic. Next, we have quantitative data. For quantitative data are usually numbers and are the result of counting or measuring attributes of a population. So, ito yung madalas ginagamit natin as a researcher, no? So, kasi kahit grade 7 ka lang, grandmother ka man sa bahay nyo, or it's an ordinary citizen, itong gagamitin natin, quantitative data, to continue our research. Okay? Quantitative data can be separated into subgroups. First, we have discrete. Discrete, if it is the result of counting, that is the numbers of students of a given ethnic groups in a class or the number of books on a bookshelf. So, discrete yung nabibilang mo siya, no? Alright. Continuous, if it's the result of measuring, like the distance traveled, the weight of the luggage, no? Okay, so that is continuous. Okay, example number 1, classify the following as either quantitative or qualitative data. Opinion, A, opinion on a political issue. B, a number of hospitals that have a nuclear center. Solution. A, opinion is not a form of measurement, but rather a classification, such as for or against. Therefore, it is a qualitative data. The number of hospitals that have a nuclear center is a count variable and thus quantitative. Okay? For qualitative data can either be discrete or continuous. Discrete data result from either a finite number of opposite values or countable number of possible values such as 0 or 1 or 2 and so on. So, discrete data, ibig sabihin, nabibilang mo talaga siya, no? May katapusan siya. Finite number, no? So, bilang mo talaga, no? That is example of discrete data. For continuous data results from infinitely many possible values that can be associated with points on a continuous scale in such a way that there are no gaps or interruptions. So, ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy, no? Ah, nabibilang mo siya pero may kasunod pa eh, no? Walang katapusan. Okay? Now, let's have example number 2. Classify the following as qualitative or quantitative. If the variable is quantitative or numerical, further classify it as discrete or continuous. For example, letter A, ages of a congressman. B, a number of students in the auditorium. C, faculty rank. Okay, solution. A is the ages of the congressman is quantitative. And it is continuous because 8 doesn't stop, no? Unless patay na yung congressman. Quantitative also, the number of students in the auditorium is quantitative and discrete because the word number, no, ibig sabihin bilang lang siya. For example, there are only 100 students in the auditorium, no? So, bilang na siya, sakto. And faculty rank is a qualitative, no? So, ano siya, kumbaga, ano yan. Okay, ganun lang yan. Next. So, we have practice and application. Classify the following as qualitative or quantitative. If a variable is quantitative or numerical, further classify it as a discrete or continuous. So, okay. So, number 1 is gender. No? Gender, we have qualitative. Bakit? Ano lang kasi siya, sinusulat lang siya. Isang parang word lang siya, no? And now, hindi lang dalawang pagpipiliin natin sa gender because the LGBT community, nag-ano na rin sila na may sarili din silang gender, na? So, we have to consider No racial discrimination. And then number two, AIDS is quantitative and it is continuous. So, kasi ang edad natin from 0 up to kung ilan taon tayo mabubuhay. So, nabibilang siya and it is continuous. Number three, the marital status is qualitative. So, ang marital status kasi, if you're single, married, separated, divorced, yun lang po. But that is qualitative, no? Hindi siya nabibilang. Number four, major is also qualitative. Rank, no? Qualitative kasi ang rank eh. So, okay. Mag-iisip ka, mag-research ka pa ba ng qualitative or quantitative? 5. A grade point average, of course, is a quantitative and it is discrete. Now, for example, compute mo naman kasi yung grades mo, no? Halimbawa, first quarter, ito lang nakuha mo sa worksheets mo, si teacher, hindi yan nanghuhula ng grade, no? Kung ano yung binigay mo, actually, mas madalas, aminin ko man at hindi, no? May kasama pa rin yung qualitative. Kasi, we look after your quality. Ano ka bang klaseng estudyante? No? Sa panahon ngayon, we need to to be considerate for everyone. So, yun. Ganun talaga yun. Okay? Alright, for questions and clarifications, just write it at the comment section. Remember, gratitude is the best attitude. And before I go, one, subscribe. 2, like. Leave a comment, share. Don't forget to ring the bell buttons for the next notification. 3, like. Leave a comment. Subscribe. 4. Alright? Okay, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Bye-bye. I love you all. God bless us all.